No break screen. This is going to fall off. You're not going to... No. Break screen. All right. And with that, now it is time for some geese, for some honks. Untitled Goose Game.
RTA in Japan Winter 2025をご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。ここからはですね、バックアップのゲーム、Untitled Goose ゲーム、いたずらガチョウがやってきたの RTA となります。奏者のケイイチと申します。よろしくお願いします。ではですね、ゲームと RTA の説明は、走りながら行いたいと思いますので、早速スタートしようと思います。タイマースタートはですね、空のデータを選択して、ガチョウが最初にガーと鳴いた瞬間となっております。では、3カウントで始めたいと思います。いきます。3、2、1、ガー。はい、スタートです。よろしくお願いします。はい、こちらのいたずらガチョウというゲームですが、2019年に発売されたインディーゲームでして、今画面中央にいますこのガチョウですね。このガチョウを操作して、村人、NPC がたくさんいるんですが、村人たちにいたずらを仕掛けていく、そういったユニークなゲームになっております。で、今回ですね、走るカテゴリーが 100% となっておりまして、このゲームですね、事前にタスクというのが、存在しています。そのタスク、いたずらですね、それをすべてこなす、RTA となっております。で早速ですね、農園のラジオを取って、おじさんが来ましたね。おじさんに鍵を開けてもらったら、おじさんの所有物のラジオを湖まで持っていきます。湖まで落としたら、これをそのままピクニックシートですね、ここにありますので、ここに持っていきます。と、おじさんが今、スプリンクラーを止めてますね。そしたらさっきラジオをガチョウが持っているのを見かけたので、こちらの湖の方に来ます。すると、おじさんが、こっちに来て湖に触れて、おじさんを濡らす。こういうふうにタスクが完了すると、テキストとして出てきます。
This we're doing 100%. It's got to get all of the tasks.
ピクニックシートの上まで運んでいきます。おじさんが農園に帰っていきますので、そしたらここで一回止めましょう。ガーガー鳴きます。ガチョウいつもガーガー鳴きます。そしたらこの人参を取っておじさんに見せます。見せたら鍵を使って開けようとするので、このゲート越しに鍵を奪います。すると、おじさんを農園から締め出すことができます。この隙に農園の中に入り、チューリップを含んで水を出しちゃいましょう。この時間に余裕があるので、たくさんいろんなものを奪っていきます。そうするとおじさんがですね、今倒れた、スコップ、もしくはシャベルですね、直してますので、一旦ここで待機します。おじさんが直したタイミングですね。で、今度は人参を、取られたので植え直しに行ってますね。で、その時間を使って、この水筒ですね。おじさんの所有物の水筒を、運び出して、ピクニックシートのあたりまで持っていきます。そしたらですね、おじさんは今度は水が流れてるので、それを止めに行ってますね。そしたら水筒がないなーってなりますので、その間にかぼちゃを盗みながら、体を使ってキャベツを盗んでいきます。はい。こうやって、かぼちゃ重いので時間かかるんですが、その間にこの体を使ってキャベツを運ぶことで、往復を省くことができます。ちなみにこのキャベツを運ぶのは非常に難易度が高いです。こちらですね、このいたずらガチョウのゲームでは、タスクですね、が、すべきことと呼ばれる、メインのタスク。
And we've got the picnic.
オプションのできればというタスクがあります。基本的にゲームをクリアする場合は、そのすべきことというメインのタスクをクリアすればいいんですが、今回 100%、すべてのいたずらを行いますので、はい、お水を出して、おじさんに直してもらっている間にジャムを積みます。そのすべてのいたずらを行うために、オプションのいたずらも含めて同時にいろんないたずらを行っていく形になっています。さあ、おじさんがジャムを見失った隙に、今度はチューリップですね。直そうとしてます。今直してますね。直してますので、おじさんの頭にある帽子ですね。これを奪います。取り返しに来るので、畑の中に隠しちゃいましょう。さあ、取ろうとしていますが、この中に隠れてしまっているので見当たりません。はい、頑張って取ろうとしてますが見当たりません。その隙にこの熊手ですね。これを持っていきます。そしたらあとはですね、このピクニックシート右下の方にあります。ここに人参を置きましょう。すると、残りのタスクですね。ピクニックを開くが終わります。これで左下の方に新しいトゥードゥが追加されましたと出るんですが、もう一つ、すべきこと、メインのいたずらが残ってます。熊手を湖に落とすですね。はい、これで、タスクが終わりましたので、ラスト、おじさんが、このいたずらガチョウに呆れて、ガチョウ立ち入り禁止の看板を立てようとしています。なので、このハンマーを振り上げる瞬間に、そんなことによって、おじさんが指を打ちます。 はい、これでおじさんがここに倒れて、第1ステージが終わりになります。こんな感じであと3ステージですね、ありますので、いたずらをし続けていきます。ちなみにですね、このゲームのいたずら、他にも、素早くというですね、今すぐというタスクがありまして、ゲーム内の時間で7分以内に、メインのタスクを全てこなすというのも存在しますので、ところどころでゲーム内時間をリセットしながら、進めていく形になります。さあ、おじさんの所有物をお店の中に置くことによって、おばさんが、勘違いして、
That farmer's a shoplifter.
じゃないよと、なってます。はい、今交渉してますね。で、その間に少年がいますので、いましたね。少年を驚かせたら靴紐ほどいて、水たまりの上で転ばせます。そしたら、これでオプションのタスクですね。すべて終わりましたので、一回ここでリセットをします。これで第1ステージのすべてのタスクと第2ステージ、こちらメイン通りですね、の序盤のタスクが終わりました。リセットしましたので、今度はこのメイン通りですね、第2ステージのタスクをすべてこなしに行きます。まずは少年を驚かせて、電話ボックスが左上にあるので、こちらに、閉じ込めてもらいます。そしたら、この少年の所有物であるおもちゃの飛行機ですね。これをお店に持っていきます。お店のこの棚ですね。ここに置くことで、このおばさんがお店のものと勘違いします。で、その間におばさんがガチョウを追い払おうとしているので、このデッキブラシを引っ張って壊します。でびっくりしている間に、お店のメガネ、そして、傘ですね、がありますので、これを持っていきます。おばさんにバレますが気にせずいきます。そしたらお店の中に入っていきましょう。ガーガー泣きながら傘を持っていって、テレビのスイッチを押して映りながら傘を開きます。そしたら少年がメガネを、かがんでますね。なので、このかがんで靴紐を直している隙にメガネを奪います。そしたらメガネないよとなっているので、
Those glasses. I remember this. It's been a bit since I played this.
度が合うか分かりませんが、これでつけてもらったら驚かせます。そしてゆっくり、少年をお店の方に誘導していきます。でびっくりしてると、おもちゃの飛行機ですね。少年、ここにお店にあるのを見つけて、それを取りに行くんですが、これがお店の所有物になってしまっているので、おばさんと交渉しに行ってます。もともとは少年のものなんですがね、交渉しに行っちゃってます。で、この間におばさんは、人と会話している間はガチョウを全く気にしないので、このカゴの中に必要なものですね、ヘアブラシ、野菜、食器用洗剤などを入れていきます。はい、そして、根負けした少年が、お金を払って自分のものを買い戻してますね。そしたらですね、今度は少年とおばさんですね、を、こちら。
Just a goose. Why is everybody acting like that toward a goose?
どこに行ったかなありましたね。はい、ということで、こちらに誘導していきましょう。おばさんの持っているチョークをガレージの中に持っていって、おばさんと少年をガレージの紐を引っ張って閉じ込めます。その隙に、ゴミ箱を漁って、これは歯ブラシですね。これをカゴの中に持っていきましょう。さあ、お店のおばさんをガレージに閉じ込めつつ、少年もガレージに閉じ込めます。オプションのタスクと必要なタスク両方をこなしております。そして最後にこのトイレットペーパーをカゴのあたりに置くことによってショッピングするラストのタスクが終わり、第2ステージメイン、ちょっとガチャガチャしてますね。第2ステージのメイン通りのタスクが全て終わりました。そしたらこのお店のおもちゃですね、これを盗んでいって次のステージ、裏庭へ向かっていきます。先ほどはですね、第1ステージが終わった後、初めから押して、ゲーム内の時間をゼロに戻したんですが、第2ステージと第3ステージは、それぞれ
You're watching RTA in Japan Winter 2025, the English Restream, and while I've been here just, vibing and remembering playing this game, I don't speedrun this game, but I believe somebody here is. So if you want to introduce yourself and then tell us kind of a little bit more about this 100% run that we're watching here.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Laika, in space, or just Laika. I've been speedrunning this game since 2020. And I'm very happy to be commentating this right now. It's a very short notice for me. I literally woke up like 10 minutes ago, so yeah, I immediately jumped onto my PC to be able to commentate this, because this game has a very special place in my heart. Like, it's a very nice and welcoming community. Like, if there are new runners and they have questions, you can always go into the Discord and ask. Like, it's very nice. And yeah, 100% is a very special speedrun in Untitled Goose game because you literally do everything there is to do in the game, and that's actually not as trivial as it sounds, because first of all you have all the main tasks, which is something like we see here. The stream is okay. The stream is fine again. Yeah, for example, here Keiichi is pretending to be the duck statue to get dressed up with the ribbon. That's one of the main tasks. And if you have played through the game, you know that you need to complete all but one of the main tasks to advance in an area. In any percent glitchless, we usually don't do the task where you need to collect a lot of stuff. Like in the first area, for example, you need to do a picnic. You already saw that in this run. In the second area, you need to do the shopping. And here, what Keiichi is doing right now is doing the washing, where you need to bring several items into the little like pond here, or fountain rather, to wash them. And yeah, that's one of the more complex tasks, because you need to find several items to do it. And what we just saw was the so-called final task, which is a task in each area that unlocks the next area. So by making the woman cut the rose of the man, he gets like super angry, and then they have a fight and they both get angry, and then they put up signs that geese are not allowed on this property, and we can advance to the next area. But then, on top of the main tasks, there are also so-called hidden tasks. And the reason why Keiichi just clipped through there with the sock is because if you leave the area the normal way, through the house, you will lose the ribbon. Because it gets stuck on the bush. But we need this ribbon actually to do one of the hidden tasks. The hidden tasks are extra to-do lists that you get after completing the game for the first time. But you can complete those hidden tasks even if you're on a fresh save file. So here you need to perform for those lovely people at the bench. And if you do it with the ribbon, you do not only unlock the regular task of performing for them, you also unlock the hidden task of performing for them with the ribbon. So yeah, it's a very mixed bag of like very fast any percent glitchless threads mixed with no, actually more like all main tasks, but yeah, mixed with some hidden tasks where you can do them. But then even more on top of that, there's also the so-called speed tasks, because to 100% the game you need to complete every main task of each area within 7 minutes. In the game it says complete the area before the church bell rings. And the church bell rings after roughly 7 minutes after each reset. So if you start the game, after 7 minutes you will hear like a church bell, and Keiichi reset earlier after performing for those people in the pub, and from that reset onwards it counts 7 minutes. So now Keiichi needs to complete this area within 7 minutes. And since I was a little bit late to the party, sadly, I didn't see the first 2 areas, but I'm pretty sure that Keiichi did complete those 2 areas within 7 minutes, like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few resets.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so the toy boat is one of the tasks where you just need to hold it for like 1 or 2 seconds, but Keiichi actually hid it down under this patio, because there is another hidden task connected to it, because you need to sail it under one of the bridges. And here on this little round thing, Keiichi is collecting some stuff again. that's the collection task of this area to make dinner. I think it's called set the table if I'm not mistaken. And the thing is, after this area, there's still a lot of stuff to do, because you can see the timer is currently around 14 minutes, and this area will be done in a few minutes, but then we still have a lot of stuff to do because of all the hidden tasks, and that's going to be quite the feat. So yeah. And here we are currently trying to get Vinny into this room. Vinny is what we call this person in the speedrun community. Like, we have names for some of the characters. They are not canonical names, it's just like a thing we do in the speedrun community to be able to yell at them, because this person is very, very annoying. Like, they will chase you like everywhere you go, and they are just a very evil person, so they get their just revenge. We get our revenge here by making them fall onto the tomatoes. But yeah, here Keiichi is taking the toy boat because we need to sail it under one of the bridges. There's actually another possibility where you can get this hidden task. Yeah, the hidden tasks, you can see there are like the background of the paper is different. Like, if it's just horizontal lines, it's a just regular task, and if the lines are like math paper, you know it's a hidden task. And yeah, now we get what we came for, the lovely shiny bell. And in any percent glitches, you need to run through every area again, but this is 100%. Glitches are allowed, so we just clip through here. Very easy skip, actually. And yeah, we're actually gonna see the credits, because you need to drop the bell into the goose's home to be able to 100% the game. Luckily, there is a button to speed up the credits, so we will not sit here for 5 minutes looking at the credits. Oh wait, Keiichi is actually doing the reset. Okay, never mind, we are not gonna see the credits. I forgot about this. Yeah, so you can reset the game, then drop the bell, and the task still counts. And now Keiichi is actually doing one of the hidden collection tasks, because there is a task where you need to collect different kinds of flowers. This is the chrysanthemum. Very nice tongue breaker kind of word. And yeah, now basically post-game starts now. Yeah, Keiichi is stealing the head of this old man for a task that we have to do in back gardens. Because earlier, I believe you saw that the bust in the third area has been dressed up with different items. And one of the hidden tasks is to dress it up with items from outside of that area. So now we need to take different items from other areas than the third one to bring back there. And how do we do that? Do we just take one item and run there and come back and take the next item? No, we actually put the items in this box and then drag the box to the area. And that has a very specific reason. It's not just faster to collect the items in the box and then drag them over. No, we also need the box for another hidden task. So yeah, that's a pretty funny speed strat. It's also kind of infamous in the speedrun community, because not only does it take a very long time to drag this box to the area, but it can also be quite the hassle to get the box inside of the area. We will see about that later. Yeah, so first Keiichi is going to bring that chrysanthemum to this flower basket where we need to collect all the flowers. And now he's going to get the tulip from the first area, the garden. So we're gonna see groundskeeper Willy again. That's what we call this character
おじさんにこのチューリップを盗んで
in
る
the speedrun community.
こっちに来てもらいます。で、チューリップを盗みながら、この穴ですね。
And yeah, Keiichi is grabbing his attention. I don't remember exactly for what, but there's a reason for this. I haven't ran this category in a pretty long time, so I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. Because otherwise, why would you do it?
お店の中ですね。ガチャ
Yeah, so there's one flower in each area. So in total, we're gonna have 5, because the model village counts as an area in this case. Here we have a white flower. I think it's a lily. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. So here we need to make sure not to get thrown out by the shopkeeper, but yeah, she first needs to run to her broom, so we're out of there before she even touches the broom, basically. So yeah, goodbye. Yeah, so we actually need to come back to this shop area later for another hidden task that involved the soccer ball or the football, depending on your region. And that's what Keiichi is gonna do right now, actually. And while we move the soccer ball, we will also carry glasses for the hidden task of dressing up the bust with items from different areas, like from areas different than the area the bust is located in. And Keiichi has played this game and this category quite a lot, so handling this soccer ball looks very easy, but believe me, it is not easy, because the soccer ball is not a perfect sphere. It's like it has some edges, so it's not as trivial as it looks. Like this is actually pretty good. So yeah, you can also touch it with your beak to make it move, which sometimes is easier than just pushing it. And yeah, getting it through this gate here is also not the easiest thing, so let's see how that's gonna go. Ah, okay, nice, good job. Yeah, so the run is nearing its end fairly soon-ish, I would say. We still need to get the box, of course, and do some shenanigans with that. Yeah, we just leave those 2 items there to, yeah, because Roger, as we call him, will throw it over to Tina's side, and we can put the glasses there, so she already puts it on the bust.
左奥ですね。今回通ってないんですけども、本来
And I'm actually curious to see if Keiichi's gonna do the soccer ball immediately, because back when I ran it, okay. Ah, he's already gonna put the soccer ball in. Okay, goal, nice. Yeah, I think back when I ran this, the strategy was to do the soccer ball last. So that would always be like the last part of the run for me personally, but apparently the strategies have changed a little bit since I ran this. And here we're gonna see another clip through the fence with the rose. Yeah, this game is kind of broken because you can clip through a lot of stuff with a lot of items. You can even elevate up to the skies, and basically with a plate, for example, you can basically fly upwards and go out of bounds and all that stuff. It's actually pretty funny. And yeah, the 5th flower is still in the basket, and by touching the basket with the box, we trigger the task to collect all the flowers. And so we don't have to take the flower out of the box to make the task count and then put it back in. We just touch the basket with the box. So that's a very cool speedrun optimization. And yeah, this is the famous box pulling section. And now it's actually going to be very interesting to see how fast Keiichi can put the box through this hole here, because the box needs to stand upside down, basically, like, or rather on its side. Like you can't. No, I think you can move it through, but it's, yeah, you can move it through like this, but it's very finicky. Like it's exactly the same width as, like the hole has the exact same width as the box, so it's kind of a hassle sometimes to get it through. And as we can see, it's not working out perfectly fine here, but I'm sure, yeah, and now it's done.
First try.
First try. The task we need to do with the box, by the way, is get thrown over the fence. So we need to basically put the goose into the box, and then Roger will throw the box with the goose inside over the fence, which is a pretty funny task. But yeah, once we get into the box, it pushes out the flower, so yeah, that's the task, get thrown over the fence. Very nice. And that was the task, catch an item that was thrown over the fence. And I believe this should be the last task now. And this will actually award us with a present. Yeah, so on the top, it actually says something like, a present is waiting for you at home. The run is done right now. No, wait, the run is not done, because the run is only done once we wear the present that we got. So, yeah, maybe you can guess in chat what the present will be, if you don't know. So yeah, we actually, Keiichi positions this radio here, so Willy is gonna cross over to the other side of this little pond, because we need his assistance. Yeah, this is the present we got. This was not here before. We got a crown, because we are the legitimate ruler of this town, apparently. And now Willy is gonna help us legitimize this claim by putting the crown on our head, and that's where the speedrun ends. Once the crown is on the head. He's more interested in the radio, sadly. Come on. Help your Royal Highness. Okay, GG. That's 100% Goose game. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, technically you could end the run when you have done like all tasks, but we in the speedrun community thought it would be a pretty funny thing that you actually need to put on your reward, so you actually see it in the run. So yeah, that's the reason time ends once the crown is on the goose's head, and that's everything you can do in a game. Unless you count the all items speedrun, where you bring all of the items that exist again to the goose home, which takes roughly 4 to 5 hours and is the funniest speedrun I've ever done. But yeah, that's 100% Goose game, and I'm happy that I could still commentate this, even though it was such short notice. Yeah, GG to
Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Yeah, it was actually very fun, because, like, as I said, this game has a very special place in my heart. Like, it was one of the games, the first games that I seriously speedran, like, very, very actively, and I'm still a moderator on the leaderboard, so I'm very happy that I can still interact with this community and this game, because it's just such a funny, quirky game. It's really, really fun. So, yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity to commentate this.
Yeah, any shout-outs before we let you go?
Yeah, Keiichi, the runner, we just saw, very cool person. I sometimes watch their stream. I highly recommend checking it out. They do speedrun Mario Maker as well, very actively currently, because they also going to show this at the event. So yeah, check out Keiichi's channel. Always a fun time to watch, and yeah. Other than that, I have only one more thing to say, which is honk!
Honk! Everybody with the honk emotes in chat. Thanks so much.
Thank you.